Pursuits doubleheader tips off with top-ranked UCLA against Purdue. Then Wisconsin faces Washington. Coverage starts at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, and it's only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. USC, a loss to Notre Dame earlier this season, but since then, 9 wins, and look at the scoring differential. They're plus 30 against their opponents on average. 83 points per game, giving up only 53.
That's the number I'm looking at. Giving up only 53 points.
Crazy.
That is absolutely insane. And Lindsay Gottlieb said it best. She said, look, we have so many new pieces that came in terms of freshman transfers. It's taken time for everybody to get used to playing with each other. And that includes Juju Watkins and Kiki Iriafen playing together. They both come in as highly talented players, but it still just takes a little bit of time to get into a rhythm with one another. When Kiki Iriafen is playing well, it opens up so much for Juju Watkins, and flip that, when Watkins is playing well, it opens up so much on the inside for Iriafen.
Now Smith missed that Notre Dame game. They lose, but they've been great ever since. And the UConn win on December 21st, you want to talk about a game that just lit up college basketball, was so good for the jump, and USC, after giving up a massive lead in the fourth quarter, they prevail. They looked absolutely exhausted at the end. Juju Watkins with the bad foul late, but they survive. And that type of game, you avenge the Elite Eight loss from last year. That's a game you can look back on when you get into March.
And it's a game that gives you so much confidence as a team, especially before entering Big Ten play. The Big Ten Conference is loaded from top to bottom. UCLA is the #1 team in the country. Maryland getting a big win today at Iowa. Just ranked opponents left and right. At one point, a couple of weeks ago, 9 different Big Ten teams were ranked in the AP Top 25.
Wow.
That's half the league.
You add USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington right alone.
Historic women's basketball programs, by the way, folks.
From the best conference last year in many ways in the Pac-12, which was that good. Watkins, long 2 off the dribble, strokes it.
That's the first easy 2 Juju Watkins has had open for herself in a while. Rutgers has tried to throw different people at her, giving her tough looks, but right there, she stays patient and poised.
10 points for Watkins. Is 4 of 10 with a couple of threes. 8 straight points for the Trojans, and a 30-10 advantage here at Rutgers.
USC's controlling pace so well. 8 straight points because they're staying patient.
Lacey with 4 to shoot. Past Adams, stolen. And here comes Heckel. Watkins, Euros to the rim, missed it, but she's fouled, going to the basket by Sidibe. And Watkins back at the line shooting 2.
Just the knowledge to understand where the defense is, to bring that Euro step in and keep that body control as well. So many players are just trying to run full speed ahead and throw up a shot, hoping to get fouled. Watkins goes in, trying to make the layup rather, versus waiting for the foul to come.
It's that high gear that Lindsay Gottlieb spoke to us about at shoot-around. As it rims out, but it's a massive part of her game with the control and the ability to shoot off the dribble, but then go right at you when the opportunity calls for it. Watkins, been on the second, normally at 84% to the foul line. Midway point of the second, and USC by 21 here at Rutgers. 9 Rutgers turnovers, and here's another one. Bounce pass is poked away and off Smith for the Trojans, but USC has turned those turnovers already into 16 points off Rutgers giveaways.
Oh, that's got to break this press. You got to hit the middle, hit the sidelines, try to get the ball up quickly by passing it. You don't want to dribble in a press ever.
Adams slings it out. Watkins, he intercepts. Juju, full head of steam. Pulls up, deep 3. They're short. Here comes Lacey on a 3-on-2 break for Rutgers. Look for the trailer, Sidibe. And weak side Watkins, another rebound. That's 6 for Juju Watkins tonight. Homecoming for Heckel from Westchester and Portchester, New York. Gets it back for an open 3. Baker off the mark. USC in no rush right now. Oh, clear out for Erie effect. Henry Smith to the rim. Banker's good.
Keeping your shoulder speared to the basket gives you a shot at making the shot, even with the contact coming. Smith is so strong. And she's a freshman. She looks like she's been in the weight room for years.
6'1", and coming off the injury as Lacey sticks the three in front of the Trojan bench, and Lindsey Gottlieb wants a USC timeout. The 1-2 for Lacey. We'll take another look at it.
Rutgers is trying to get some offense going. Cross-court pass. Ooh, you see the toe right there on the line. Yeah, that's a long two. So when you want to, get on the smaller shoes, guys. You gotta get those toes behind the line. I'm kidding, folks. Wear your shoes that are comfortable. That being said, Rutgers has to find a way to generate some offense. That's either going to come from hitting long-range jumpers so the defense has to come out and opens up the paint, or they've got to get to the line. Best way to get back into a game, stop the clock, get to the line, put points on the board.
Well, both coaches spoke about the transition offense of Rutgers. It's one of the real strengths for Conquest Washington's team. They want to push, but USC knows they need to get back, and in that department, USC has been up to the task so far tonight.
Trojans have gotten back. They've prevented easy second chance opportunities for the most part for Rutgers. It's been huge.
Lindsey Gottlieb back at the rack. She's coached here before with California. And Crook not too far in Scarsdale, New York, about an hour and a half away. Here's Heckel. And a pass behind Uriafen. Another turnover by USC. The Rutgers 8-6 record, 0-3 in the Big Ten. And what a week you face Ohio State at Maryland, and then USC to top it off. 3 top 10 teams in a week for the young Scarlet Knights.
It's such a double-edged sword in the Big Ten. You just have no team where you can just get an easy W on the schedule.
Lacey off the mark, and Rutgers right now shooting it at 20% for this first half. Echo the switch, just left it short. But a good look. Adams all the way, swatted away by Akunwafu. And back comes Samuels for Echo for the two.
USC, when they come down in transition, they do a great job of maintaining space and not letting the defense see where their eyes are going. So therefore, they've had multiple open passing lanes in 2-on-1 transition situations because they're good at misdirecting with their eyes.
And your point, the fast break points 11-0 for USC so far tonight.
I hit her on the backdoor cut.
Destiny Adams spins into trouble, ripped away, and get a tie-up, and the arrow is going to give it back to the Trojans.
The Trojans doing a great job of turning defense into offense, getting stops, staying down low. How about that block? Like you're playing beach volleyball out here somewhere in California. Then the play, boom, last second gets the ball to Keely Heckel. It's just a great pass by Samuels.
I mean, Akunwafu, along with Vivian Iwuchukwu, in terms of size, they're probably the third group on the depth chart in terms of players you're sticking with up front. That's how deep and long this USC team is.
That was one of the most seamless blocks I've ever seen. It literally looked like we're just out here hanging on the beach, playing volleyball over the net. Didn't look like any effort was exerted.
Just the May action there as Adams is tied up, and this time it's going to be Rutgers ball with a $1:36 to go in this first half, and Watkins will re-enter for what we think is the remainder of the second quarter on the road.
Destiny Adams really frustrated right now, but she keeps bringing the ball down, and as a result, USC is getting a hand on it, and they're able to tie it up or yank it away.
Lisa Thompson going to work for Rutgers. Weaving, gets inside, fires, and hits it. Nice move by Lisa Thompson.
Main touches lead to open opportunities. You get right to that B1G logo, kind of going through the traffic there. Thompson needs to continue trying to get those easy looks in the paint.
From Big Ten country, Joliet, Illinois, the hometown for Lisa Thompson. Final 1:10 first half here at Piscataway, New Jersey. And all USC Iwachukwu inside, and it's ripped away by Lacey. Left it in bounds. Adams thought about it. And a reach in on Iwachukwu. And that's the second on USC. Coming up on the halftime show presented by Allstate, Kylan Mills, Autumn Johnson, and Shimmy Miller will take you around the conference on a big day of women's hoops in the Big Ten. It's late night, Sunday night here at the Rack at Piscataway, Jersey Mike's Arena. And Cohen, Megan McEwen with you, and just looking up at the stands, I mean, this is not a sellout, but it's really close. They have shown up in droves to watch the blackout night here in Piscataway, but also the star power of Juju Watkins.
I gotta tell you what, I'm impressed. One, this is an 8 p.m. Eastern tip. Weather's coming to the New York area, and this gym is packed right now. And a lot of black jerseys because it is a blackout for Rutgers. You know, last year when Caitlin Clark came in with Iowa, there were a lot of 22 Iowa jerseys, but not so much here. I'm really impressed with the Rutgers fans who showed up.
Lob to Juju is well guarded by Rutgers. 30 seconds left, about 4 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. And Rutgers, we'll see if they use that time. Adams across the paint. Re-entry to Cornwell, and it's knocked out off Rutgers, and USC can hold for the final shot with 16.2 to go. The turnovers have crippled the Scarlet Knights in this first half.
USC's defense has done a great job of not allowing Rutgers to get into an offensive rhythm at all. They've just cut down angles and used their length to be disruptive. 14
Rutgers turnovers, 13 for USC. Watkins, 3 seconds, skips it out. Von Oelhoffen for three, and it's good. Off the ball, a push. And it came before the shot was released as Samuels took a spill for the Trojans.
Nothing worse as a shooter when the shot doesn't get to count after you finally make one here. Just watching the left side of the screen right there, you see Rutgers playing the zone and Adam just trying to bust through.
Call on the floor is foul on Black 1. Play is under review to see if the shot was released.
First glance, it didn't look like it, but let's get another couple of looks.
Von Oelhoffen doing a good job getting to the rhythm. Yeah, this was not before the shot was released. Action happens before she gets into her shooting motion. You're watching the official too in the bottom left side of your screen, and it gets called right there before the shot goes up. That shot will likely not count.
Yes. I will say if you're Adams, she got her money's worth on that foul. There was no way she was going to be denied trying to get to the shooter.
Got to rotate over quickly too.
Yeah, let's get another look.
Again, you're watching the official making the call here, and you see the ref with his arm up in the air. It's not going to count. But good shot.
Great shot by Talia Von Oelhoffen. The three-point percentage down a bit. I don't think we had the button pressed to give you the call, but they're confirming with the great official scorer here at Rutgers, who's done it over 50 years, in Danny Fishbane.
You know what? I feel like nobody at the scores table ever gets enough love. So that was good of you to shout him out.
Danny Fishbane is somebody who is a treasure in this area, Megan. You go up to Seton Hall, Rutgers, NBA games, G League games, WNBA games, and there's Danny, father, grandfather, and the greatest men she'll ever find in college basketball.
What a introductions for the people. My goodness.
They just wrote a long feature about him in the Star Ledger. So Danny's on a high. Here's Adams. Okay, shot away. And after 2 quarters, it's USC by 23 here in Piscataway.
The defense, unreal from the Trojans in the first half, not allowing Rutgers to get in any sort of offensive rhythm, cutting down angles, keeping them to one and done. Only 14 points in the first half. Lindsay Gottlieb has to be happy with her team's defensive effort.
Watkins with 11. She was 4 of 11, made 2 threes, 7 rebounds in this first half for the Women of Troy. Halftime show presented by Allstate. Coming up next with Kylan, Autumn, and Shimmy. After the break on Big Ten Network.
Let's take a breather, y'all.
Guys,